It's only fair. I did one for Liverpool yesterday. I'll do an extra video for Spurs today. To me, that was a better and bigger comeback from Spurs this evening than Liverpool yesterday because one, they were away from home. Two, they were so far behind with so little time to go. 3-0 down in the tie with only 45 minutes to go. Liverpool had that extra time yesterday, but Spurs were absolutely amazing that second half. Credit to Pochettino for changing it, for putting Llorente on. When he put Llorente on, I thought, oh, well, that's the game gone, really, because he didn't make anything happen last week, but it just changed the way that Spurs played, playing it to him and then being able to play off him. It just changed the way that they were able to attack and able to keep the ball up the field. It was incredible to watch. Llorente, for me, I know that Moura scored the hat-trick, and it's unreal what's happened. But without Llorente, they don't win that game. Also, Dele Alli, superb performance as well. A really mature and coming-of-age performance from him. I really enjoyed the last two games of the last 2 days. I can't see that that Arsenal and Chelsea over the next couple of days, or over tomorrow, will match that at all. But an all-English Champions League final for only the second time, first in 11 years. It's just incredible, the character and the depth and the fitness and everything like that to keep going to the final dying seconds of the game. I think there was 5 minutes of added time that were given, maybe 6. There was a bit of confusion on the timer on the telly, but as it ticked over to 5 minutes and that goal, oh, unbelievable. And again, as a Wolves fan, it gives me hope for. And it reminds me of games that we had last year, Bristol and Cardiff, and those last-minute goals and stuff like that. That's what football's about. I don't know how anybody in the world can sit there and tell me that football's not an enjoyable, dramatic, and tense and incredible sport. I mean, I don't care about Tottenham Hotspur or Liverpool really at all, but those two football matches I could watch and I could bottle those emotions. I mean, nothing is ever going to make you feel like that. And I don't even care about those two teams. If that was Wolves, I would be in floods of tears now. But those Spurs fans and those Liverpool fans who are now planning their journeys to Madrid, I can't wait to watch that game. I think it's going to be a hell of a final. I'd said before at work today that I thought that Spurs, I think, would give Liverpool a tougher game in the final because I think Ajax, a young team, they've got a little bit of inexperience, and I think that showed in the second half. As soon as Spurs scored, then the questions started to be asked, and they were unable to answer them. And although the manager was trying to put on defensive players, they weren't able to contain Spurs' attacking threat. And Lucas Moura, superb composure, particularly that last one, and the placement of it with no time left in the game to have the calmness and the composure to just place it into that corner. It's unbelievable. I mean, really, really is a credit to English football, those two teams. And it shows you as well what a fantastic season Wolves have had, because Wolves have beaten both Champions League finalists, which I'm sure has never happened in Wolves' history before. So something for Wolves to be proud of tonight. If Ajax had got there as well, we've beaten them in a pre-season friendly, but competitive games against Liverpool and against Spurs, we've beaten them. But also, just to mention Tottenham Hotspur, they didn't spend a single penny in the summer at all. And people were critical of them, and people were saying that they're not going to do well. They're more than likely going to finish in the top 4 now, barring a massive 8-goal swing, I think, on the last day of the season. And they were in a Champions League final. You cannot argue with the plan that they've got there. They've moved into that stadium, and it's going to be the making of them. They're going to grow and grow and grow now. I think if they'd have not reached the final, I think maybe Christian Eriksen might have thought about leaving. But if they go and win it, a bit like Gerrard with Liverpool in 2005, if that team, if Kane and Eriksen and Ali and Vertonghen, those key players, if they win this competition, they will stay at Tottenham for a long, long time. It's going to be a hell of a final, and I cannot wait. Really unlucky for Ajax, because I think they did play some very good football, some nice football in the first half and for most of the first leg, and they probably were the better team over the 2 legs, but it's just Spurs' persistence and a little bit of naivety from Ajax in that second half, inviting the pressure on and maybe forgetting about attacking. I know they hit the post and Lloris made a really good save, but they didn't have that constant pressure, or they didn't have that outlet that Spurs had that got them back into the game. Superb management from Pochettino. Credit to Spurs. A really enjoyable couple of days. I don't know what I've just said. I hope you've enjoyed that little video. And yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel for everybody. Because I think I'm quite enjoying doing these little, particularly for the big games, like we've just seen. Superb from Spurs. Superb from Liverpool yesterday. Now on to Sunday. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.